Hello there, my tulips. Welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Bliss. How you doing? So I'm so excited about today's video. So I want to share with you guys what it is that I do to maintain my braids to get the maximum wear time from them. Also, I want to share with you guys the brand of hair that I prefer to use. Now keep in mind, depending on if I'm going to wear short braids or long braids, really determine the brand of hair I like to use. And so since currently I have been sporting a lot of short braids, bob braids, whatever you want to call it, I want to share with you what brand of hair I like to use to accomplish this style. So if you're interested, keep on watching. So typically I do not wash my braids unless I have had my braids in for a month. I know it sounds crazy, but that works for me. That may not work for you. You may need to wash your braids every 2 weeks, depending on what your everyday routine is. Now, I do go to the gym. I do, but I'm able to stretch it out. I'm able to stretch it out for a month before I wash my hair. So I do wash my hair after I have worn my braids for a month. Now, I do install my own braids. So with that being said, I do not wear my braids no more than 2 months. Okay? And I have worn my braids as far as 2.5 months, maybe 3 months, if I had longer braids. But with these shorter braids, yeah, I typically don't go no further than a month and a half or two. Wash your braids, and not even necessarily the braid itself. Wash your scalp, because that's most important. The purpose of wearing braids, at least for me, is to definitely keep my hands out of my hair, but also to allow my hair to grow underneath the braids. So you definitely want to make sure you have a healthy, clean scalp. Now, I do have a tapered hairstyle, okay, and I'm in the process of trying to grow it out. Now, although my size health is flourishing, the back, because I cut my back a couple of times, is still very short. So I do like to go in between washes, maybe every other week, and I like to spritz the back with a little water. And then I like to follow in with a little oil, which would be my Jamaican black castor oil. Okay, I just like to keep the parts that are not braided moisturized, fill in that moisture. Now, I have gone as far as even spritzing water all throughout my scalp. But just know, when you do that, you could loosen the braids, and then you may find that you will experience some slippage. So I don't recommend that. However, I do that. Now, if I know that I've washed my braids, or I just need to give my braids a slight refresh, need to just kind of make sure I got it shaped, honey, to my liking, then I might hit it just a spritz of water. Don't go all the way. You don't want your braids dripping wet. Just hit it a little bit, and then I typically go in with a mousse. This is not my favorite. I'm still trying to get rid of it. It's just taking me longer than expected. I was supposed to throw this away a long time ago, but I didn't, honey. They started going up on the prices, so I said I'm gonna have to make it do what it do. But I do go in with some mousse to kind of just make sure I kind of shape my hair to my liking, where it's fitting for my face. And lastly, I like to make sure that when I go to bed at night, I go to bed with a satin headscarf or bonnet. Now, typically when I wear shorter braids, I'm able to get away with wearing a bonnet. So I typically wear a bonnet similar to what you see here. So that's pretty much it. That's how I care for my braids. Now, what type of braiding hair do I prefer to use when I'm wearing shorter braids that are going to require that I burn the ends? Now, you guys, I'm old school. I'm extremely old school. I know the new school use the curling iron to burn their ends because they don't want to burn their fingertips, you guys. But I have been doing this for so long to the point where I'm not feeling no curling irons. I go in with a lighter and I burn each braid. That's just me. You don't have to do that. You can use a curling iron, but I do use a lighter. And I don't even feel it on my tips like that anymore. But that's what I like to use when I burn my ends. But the best hair that I've found that does well for me with burning the ends is my favorite braiding hair. And it is the X-pressions Premium Ultra Braiding. Yes, honey. This is my favorite. The reason that I like this particular braiding hair to accomplish this specific style is because I get more bang for my buck. So you get about 3 bundles of hair in one packet, and that's why you see the 3X here. You get 3 times the hair, and the hair is about 52 inches. So the good thing that I like about that is typically I can cut that hair in half, and then it gives me, instead of 3 bundles, 6. And that works for me. So typically I buy 2 packs of 3 times X-pressions Premium. And then all in all, that gives me about 9 bundles altogether if I cut it in half. Do you have to cut yours in half? Absolutely not. That's up to you. But that's typically what I do to accomplish this style. And it's just easier for me to burn. I do not recommend this from my experience. If you're going to do the long braids that are going to require you to dip the ends, unless you're not going to have a whole lot of loose ends at the bottom of each braid. But for me, it has just been a disaster. So I just typically use this brand specifically for braiding styles in which the ends are going to require. Also, this is 100% Kankalon, and it does say that you can dip it in hot water. I just don't like the experience I've had with it. So yeah, you guys, that is it. That concludes today's video. I hope it was helpful for you, tulips. I'll see you in the next one. Smooches.